In the last 6 years, I've made over 600 different loom videos for different coaches, including some that landed me my first ever 8-figure coach. And in this video, I will be breaking down exactly what makes a loom a great loom. And I would be breaking down and showing you 2 live examples of what your loom should look like. I would be giving you feedback on what should be the structure, what you should be saying, and how you can position yourself as an expert, even though if you are a complete beginner. And with that being said, let's get to the video. So this is the first loom that we would be reviewing, and big shout out to Philip for being okay with me reviewing his loom live to give you guys some feedback and help you guys a lot with your journey. So with that being said, Philip has been in the space for a while. He just joined through another course. He's making loom videos, but he's unable to land a role. So let's break down what he's doing right and what he's doing wrong and what he can improve to make as much money as possible. So let's go ahead with this one.
Hey, what's up? My name is Philip. I'm 20 years old, currently based in Austria, and I'm reaching out for an appointment setting opportunity. To share a little bit about myself and my experience, over the past few weeks now, I've been intentionally developing my sales skill.
Okay, so from the get-go, he's not smiling. So a lot of you guys might think that smiling is such a small thing, but it impacts a lot. For example, if I talk like this is how I sound like. But if I just smile a bit, all of a sudden I sound so much better. I sound more confident, more approachable, more genuine, right? So smile more. That should be the number one thing that you got to do in your loom video. Smile more. Let's go ahead.
Hey, what's up? My name is Philip. I'm 20 years old, currently based in Austria, and I'm reaching out for an appointment setting opportunity.
Okay, another thing, he's reading off the script. One thing that I would highly suggest to you is if you want to land a really solid role as an appointment setter, do not look at the script and read it out. Rather, just practice the script a couple of times and go about it. So smile and do not read off a script. Make it as genuine as possible and practice a lot.
To share a little bit about myself and my experience.
Okay.
For the past few weeks now, I've been intentionally developing my sales skills. I'm invested into one of the best sales training companies in this industry, led by Imagazi and Josh Dunn, where I've been learning about outreach, lead qualification, objection handling, and how to book qualified calls properly.
Okay.
I invested over 4 figures into my personal development.
Okay, so we're 30 seconds into the loom. Nothing mentioned about his experience, nothing mentioned about anything he's done with sales outside of high-ticket sales, doesn't matter. Nothing. All we're talking about is I've invested, I've learned from this guy, this is what I'm doing, I know how to book calls, and we're 30 seconds in. A lot of recruiters won't listen to your loom and complete it. They will just listen to it for 20, 30 seconds. If they like it, they would complete it. If they don't, they would just let it go, because again, these people receive tons of applications every single day. So please, you gotta start off your loom with something strong. So the first one is introduction, which is, again, the same as he did, which is like, you can say something like, hey, my name is Yunus, and I'm recording this quick loom to tell you why I think I will be a good fit for this role. So a bit about my experience, and then boom, you gotta go with your experience. You gotta go with your experience. Do not talk about the fact that you've invested. You can talk about it at the middle or at the tail end of the loom. So this is what I would have changed. Okay.
Said that?
Edited. Do not edit your loom. It should be in one go. Do not edit your loom in between. It looks really unprofessional. So be careful about that.
Said that, my professional background is in high interaction customer service.
Okay.
I previously worked
what
as
does that mean, high interaction?
staff member at an arcade.
Okay.
Where I was communicating with customers all day.
Okay, so this is what he should have started off with. The fact he's worked at an amusement park where he was interacting with people every single day. The reason you want to start off with something like that is because it is strong. It's going to put you apart from the competition and make you come off as someone that's more genuine and someone that understands sales, not within the high ticket sales, but outside of that. So the way, if I was Philip, what I would have done is boom, introduction, and then I would have said something like, my first interaction with sales and humans happened back in 2017 when I was working at an amusement park. And he said in this loom, he says that he is talking with a lot of people. What I would have done is add a number to that. Where on a day-to-day basis, on average, I was chatting with anywhere between 200 to 300 people, helping them out with the tickets and everything else. And that is where my communication skills were built. Boom. It sounds so much better. All of a sudden you sound so competitive. All of a sudden you sound so good. Someone people would want to work with because you know and you understand people and you've had a solid background. So that's what I would have done, is start off with that, bro. This is what you should be starting off with.
That job required clear communication, professionalism, and the ability to quickly understand people while handling questions and complaints in real time.
Okay.
While I'm still early in my sales career, I'm highly coachable, consistent, and hungry to improve. I'm looking for a real offer.
Yeah, okay. So, coachable, you sound like everyone else. Please don't do that. I hate, who the fuck is teaching this? Who the fuck is charging you money, is teaching you all of this? Don't do this. Don't tell people you're coachable, you're committed, because everyone is saying that. You don't sound different. Of course, if you're going to jump on an offer, you better be committed and you better be coachable. So don't say that. What you should say instead, so the question is, Eunice, what should we say instead? Add a bit of personality. So what do I mean by that? It's simple. At the end of the loom, what I typically say is, outside of sales, I love reading a lot of books, I'm big on music, and I'm just a cool guy to work with. And then I would end it with introduction again, which is again, my name is Eunice, and I'm looking forward to chatting with you soon. Boom, it hits right on the spot. You sound so human, genuine. They want to work with you.
Get reps, follow a proven system, and grow long term.
Okay.
If you're looking for someone reliable, driven, and easy to work with, I'd love to connect and see if we're a good fit.
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
Okay, so the only thing that I would have changed, again, guys, is number one, introduce yourself in the right way. Number two, move ahead and start off with something strong. Talk about the fact that you were working at an amusement park back in 2017, bada bada boom, and take on from that. Don't spend 40 seconds talking about the program you've invested in. Another thing about Philip is he mentioned Iman Ghazi, I think. Or someone, Iman Ghazi or something. Iman Ghazi is not a sales coach. It's not going to benefit you. You spend like 100 and whatever. It doesn't matter what you spend on a coach. Some people spend 10K on a coach that nobody knows about. Don't do that because it's not benefiting you. Might even harm you in some cases. Let's look at the second loom. So, the first thing, you should have your camera on eye level and a bit further away from you, right? So don't be looking down at your phone and talking like this or talking like this. You want to get back, set up your camera, and then go ahead and smile and talk about it, right? So that is number one. His background, freaking amazing. Clear, clean background. The lighting is amazing, natural. Everything so far is beautiful. The only thing I would change is the camera structure.
Hey there, Eunice. My name is Dara, and
smiling. Good job.
In terms of my experience, I was a phone setter at a real estate investment mentorship program.
Okay.
And I was there for just over a month. I was able to generate 32K as a setter. And this offer taught me how to navigate conversations with different kinds of prospects, because I was involved in speaking with prospects who attended the webinar, or prospects who didn't know much about us, prospects who were skeptical about investing because they have been scammed in the past.
Okay, so there are better ways to go about this in terms of...
I was a phone setter at a real estate investment mentorship program. And I was there for just over a month. I was able to generate 32K as a setter. And this offer taught me how to navigate conversations with different kinds of prospects.
Okay, so again, it's about how you position yourself in a loom. So what I would have said is he's been in the space for like 2 years. I would have said, I've been in the space for the last 2 years, but my latest experience was working with a high-ticket real estate offer where in the last 30 days alone, I generated about 40K, and I learned a lot on that offer, because I was connecting with so many different leads, because some of them were coming through webinars, some of them were coming through this. Again, there's tone, I don't sound boring. Like, you gotta understand that sales is a human's, what do we call it? Sales is a human-based business. It's a lot about communication, person, people, vibes, energy, bada bada boom, voodoo shit, right? So be a lot more interactive. Have that tonality. Have fun with it. But good job so far. I like this. I would give this guy a chance.
Or prospects who didn't know much about us, prospects who were skeptical about investing because they have been scammed in the past. So it kind of taught me how to navigate these different conversations by finding their awareness level, by finding their pain, their goals, and to see if we can even actually help them. And to also see what we can do for them.
Okay, so 40 seconds into the loom, I don't know anything about numbers besides the fact that he did like 38K, 37K. Talk a lot about your numbers. So the KPIs on that offer I was averaging about 7 bookings a day by calling like 150 leads, out of which this was my short rate, this was my close rate, my average cash collection was this, and that ended up resulting in this much collected in the last 30 days. Again, numbers.
And I was also a retail assistant at a fashion sports store, and I was involved in selling shoes.
Yeah, I would have started off with this, to be honest.
And close to prospects.
Because it becomes more like a story. So my first interaction with sales and connecting with people happened back in my last job where I was working as a retail Sales prep. I was responsible for talking with like 50, 60 people a day. I became the top rep within that company within the last 3 months. And then within 3 months, and then I shifted towards the high ticket sales. And within the space so far, I work with a couple of offers, B2B, B2C. This is my highlight of my journey. Bada bada boom. You get the point.
To clients
Okay.
in the shop. And I believe this offer taught me how to multitask because I was involved in attending to 2 to 3 people at the same time and also getting shoes in and out from the stock room.
Okay, so the one thing that I would change is rather than making it 1 minute 25 seconds, how can you make it 45 seconds? So that forces you to remove all the fluff and make it really straight to the point.
I believe this is a skill
and save the time for recruiter and yourself.
Transfer to DM setting role because I now need to navigate conversations with different people at the same time in the DMs. And another reason I think I'll be a good fit is because I'm coachable, I'm ready and willing to learn, and I'm ready to put in the work because I know that's the only...
Did you see that? Did you freaking see that? 2 different people, guess what? They're ending the loom in the same way. I'm coachable, I'm this, I'm that. You know, you should give me a chance. You should work with me. Don't do that. You sound so boring, right? So what you should do instead is talk about your personality. You know, outside of sales, I love reading a lot of books. I'm big on music, and I'm just a cool guy to work with. Again, my name is Yunus, and I'm looking forward to chatting with you soon. Boom.
New way to get results. So with that, I hope to hear back from you soon.
Again, no introduction, right? So at the end, you got to do introduction again, which is, hey, again, my name is Dara, and I'm looking to chatting with you soon. So this was the breakdown of the loom. Again, guys, so it's introduction. Start with something strong. Boom. Talk about that. Give a lot of numbers if you're sales driven. Talk about your past. Move to talking about a bit about your personality, and then end it with an introduction. Again, smile throughout the video. Make sure the background is clear. You have good lighting. You're not reading off the script. It's not edited. Make sure you have practiced it enough. Have a bit of tonality, and you are going to crush it. Hope that helps.